EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. As he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. To throw is Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
23-yard line.
Counter play, Drake. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Murray again. This is Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll run. It's Drake. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Buda Baker on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. On 3rd down, Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
These two teams all tied after 1.
At the 41-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along, because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On play action, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Titans 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe in them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tennessee.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, that ball was expected to be caught.
And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They run the counter. Drake, and this time he is in. Yes. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
The kickoff for Arizona.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard.
This is Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
For his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go!
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
From the 24, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run the counter. Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Down and 1.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 22 yards, and the Cardinals add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great, good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. All right. Let's go, D. Let's see.
On 1st down, Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He finds Humphries. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. 31 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Murray off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Seth DeVal. Results in a 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, Silver.
But here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go. Check 43. Bang, 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 bang. Tight right.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist.
Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
58 the money. Check left. Shift. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. There you go, Tiger. Check the back.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Titans 27. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And take it right on the 30. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
84.
Corey Davis. 47 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the 2nd half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah, let's get set.
Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
55, let's go, D.
Counter play, Drake. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Right back to Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Caught left side, Hopkins. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
46.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to